Thank you, Mr. Crockett. And again, I extend the same as I did with Mr. Mercier. Looking forward to working with those of you at the Forest Service to get through some of the technical issues that you have highlighted. Senator Heinrich, I know that we have one of your bills on the docket here today, the Albuquerque Indian School Act of 2025, if you would like to speak to that. Or ask the witnesses particular questions. But please proceed.
Thank you very much, Chair Murkowski. And thanks for holding this hearing on S.3219, the Albuquerque Indian School Act. And certainly thank you to our witnesses for being here today. I'm very pleased to be joined in this effort by my colleague, Senator Lujan, who is a co-sponsor of S.3219, and I also want to recognize Congresswoman Melanie Stansbury, who introduced the House companion, H.R. 6162, along with Congresswoman Teresa Ledger-Fernandez. Finally, thank you to Mr. Mercier and the Department of Interior for their testimony and support of this legislation. I very much appreciate the Department's recognition that this bill advances tribal sovereignty and self-determination. The Albuquerque Indian School Act is about putting a small but important piece of land where it belongs with New Mexico's 19 pueblos. It makes sense from the federal government's perspective, and this bill would transfer nearly 10 acres of excess federal land next to the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center into trust for New Mexico's 19 pueblos. GSA has already identified these tracts as excess property, so this bill helps reduce the federal real estate footprint while putting underused land to a higher use. And it does so in a way that respects the history and the location and the leadership of the 19 pueblos. This is about more than just a land transfer. The Indian Pueblo Cultural Center is now a nationally recognized museum and cultural institution owned and operated by the Pueblos. It is dedicated to preserving and perpetuating Pueblo history, culture, and art while promoting future economic growth and long-term economic stability. Its broader campus is also a major economic engine in the region. What began with less than $1 million in annual revenue in 1976 now generates more than $60 million each year, a testimony to its growth and success. This additional acreage would allow the Pueblos to expand on that success with a new walkable business park featuring space for scaling local small businesses, warehousing, and distribution, all under Pueblo leadership. There is a long bipartisan history behind this effort. Since 1969, the 19 Pueblos have worked with Congress and federal agencies to reclaim and consolidate portions of the former Albuquerque Indian School campus for cultural preservation and economic development. Congress acted in 1978 under Senator Pete Domenici's leadership and again in 2008 and 2015 to place additional land associated with the former Albuquerque Indian School site into trust. My Albuquerque Indian School Act follows that very same path. The development of these underutilized parcels of land will create jobs, foster entrepreneurship, and expand business services for Pueblo communities and the broader public as well. Additionally, the House has shown support for our House companion, H.R. 6162, and in fact, it passed the House yesterday with bipartisan support. This is a good bill. It is rooted in history, grounded in practicality, and led by the Pueblos themselves. It turns underused federal property into an asset for cultural preservation, entrepreneurship, and long-term economic strength. So I would urge the committee to move S.3219 as swiftly as they see fit. Thank you.